Hi everyone. So, excuse me, I just watched Suzanne's box opening of her Christmas baby. Oh, that was so exciting. I'm so glad I got to catch it. Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Teddy. He is absolutely gorgeous. And I know how excited you are, and I couldn't be happier for you. Love you, girl. Okay, so I told y'all I had a new friend for y'all to meet that I got on my vacation to Hot Springs, Arkansas. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Harriet. There she is. There's my little Harriet. I got a brand new sloth. I saw him in a toy store on Bathhouse Row in Hot Springs, and we want to say a big hi and hello to JC, and mwah, kisses to JC. JC is a young lady in the toy store who worked there, and she was very interested in the reborns and the dolls, and I showed her some pictures, and so she said she was going to look my channel up, which she has. She's already commented on a video I made before I went on vacation. But I told her we would say hello to her. So, hi, JC. It's me, Holly, and Harriet, and we're so glad you're here, and we hope you stay. So, yeah, since I have my big sloth, Ozzy, I thought it was only fitting to name her Harriet. Now, I could have gone with Sharon, but it's not Ozzy Osbourne, it's Ozzy Nelson. So we went with Harriet. So now I have my sweet Harriet to go with Ozzy. So yeah, I love his fur, or her fur. It's brown and white and gray. I don't know if you can see that when I brush up against him, but his color, her colors just come out so beautifully. And I love it. She's super, super soft and super, super sweet. Has a little, it's like a little wet nose there. Little black vinyl nose. And beautiful, beautiful brown eyes. And she is just lovely. And whoops, she got a little eyelash loose there. Yeah, she's a three-toed sloth. 1, 2, 3. And very, very sweet, very cuddly. You can see she's very, very soft. So yeah. Now I wanted to show you something else. Y'all remember Monday, I think it was, when I opened up my sweet Billy Bear from my childhood? Well, Billy has had a makeover. So I'm going to stop right here and show you what he would look like when I opened him. To show you Billy since he's had his makeover. Where are you, Billy? Come here. And there he is. He's had his face washed. He's got some new stuffing. And let's see, are you seeing all of him? Put you up a little bit. His hair, his fur is no longer matted. So I took all of his old stuffing out, and then we put him in the bath, and he turned the water like dirt brown. So that was 60 years of dirt and grime that I washed off of him. And we just kept washing and washing and pouring out the water and filling it up and pouring out the water and filling it up until the water remained clear. So I knew he was nice and clean. And as you can see, I gave him a little bit of pellets in the bottom, but he is no longer matted. He looks like he did, except for a little bit of wear on the paint on his lips and his tears and a little bit of his hair. He looks nearly brand spanking new. So yeah, thank you so much for all your beautiful, wonderful, sweet comments on his box opening. I was thrilled. Thank you for crying along with me and being excited for me. This little bear, I had a very, as a lot of people have, had a very difficult childhood, and parents that were physically abusive to one another, and things were very strained in my household. But this little bear, not only did he go with me to surgery when I had surgery when I was 4 or 5, but then he listened to all my woes, all my troubles, and you can see he felt the way I did at those times, but he really brought me through a lot. And when I opened him, a lot of those memories came flooding back. But he was my mainstay. And yes, I love him dearly, and I'm so happy to have him back in my nursery where he belongs, back with me. So yeah, there we go. All right, so I wanted to tell y'all a little bit about my vacation and what hot springs. I'm going to show you a little video of one of the hot springs that we visited up there. I can't remember now how many there are. There were a lot of them, but this is one little video of that. So we're here at one of the display springs of the hot springs. I'm going to see if I can get the steam coming out of here. These are natural springs. How many are there, honey? 100 some? 130. I don't know. There's a lot of natural springs. But this spring coming out of here, I touched this water and immediately jerked my hand back. It's 143 degrees coming out of here. 143, the lady said on the thing. And here is it coming down. So this is 2 springs actually right here. This one and the one I just showed. Coming out of this mountain. And I'll come over here and see if you can see some of the steam coming out of it. Get down here low. And you can see the steam. These waters are hot. This is behind one of the bathhouses. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so now I want to get a baby ready for Theme Thursday. I'm going to be dressing my sweet little Aiden, who still has on his little sloth outfit. But we are going to be putting him in these gray quilted overalls with a white furry bear face on the front. And it's got a brown long sleeve shirt underneath that have black bears on it. And believe it or not, we have we just came from Hot Springs, Arkansas, where they do have black bears up there running through the woods. So my friend whom I went to see while I was up there, and I'll tell you more about that, they actually saw one on their property recently. So yep, that's what we're going to put on him. He's got little white socks with gray heels, toes, and ankle trim, and his black high tops. I don't even know what I want to tell y'all first. But first of all, we went to see the hot springs. Let me get him a pillow so he doesn't look like he's stretching his neck too terribly bad. Here, let's give me a sweet girl. Here we go. How's that? How's that, Aiden? Is that better? These little crawlers here, they're hard to lay down and dress because their heads have to be bent up for crawling. Oh, I just love these old prints. They're so soft. So anyway, first thing we did was, when we got there, was walk around downtown, where it's called Bathhouse Row, and that's where all the bathhouses from back in the early 20th century were. And actually they went on, and like I said, 2 of them are still going on. Well, I haven't told y'all that yet. But we went and looked around the town. We walked in a bunch of little shops and everything, and that's when I found my sweet little Harriet. So she was with me through the whole time. She sat on my bed, and she slept with me, and yeah, it was really sweet having her around. But the springs were fascinating. We missed the peak fall colors, but we still were able to see, you know, a lot of color up there, especially since from where I come from down here in the south, and we live in what you call the piney woods. So we have mostly down here pines, which are evergreens. They stay green all year long. We have a few deciduous trees, but not that many. And because we don't get the really cold days, we don't get some very good color. So the color that we saw up there was beautiful for us. Yeah, probably a week earlier would have been just prime. But originally we were supposed to go to Hilton Head, South Carolina for a reunion for me with 3 other girls that I was really close to when I lived in Georgia. We all worked together, and we spent a lot of time together. We would go out after work sometimes, and then we would get together with our spouses and do things, you know, other than work. And we were going to be going over there and staying in a house that was made to sleep 26. So that was a big house right on the beach at Hilton Head, South Carolina, and there were going to be 8 of us, 4 girls and their spouses. And one at a time, things just started kind of falling apart. Number one, COVID, and but we were all, you know, tested negative. We were all healthy, but Jim wasn't going to be able to get back from France to go, so he was out. And then Bob was really nervous about us traveling during COVID, which was, we would have to be flying, everybody else would be driving. So I was a little nervous about that. Anson got sick, and so he and Susan backed out. So then it was just me and Nisa and Jane and Bud. And Bud said he didn't want to go if none of the other guys were going. So then it was just me and Jane and Nisa. And we decided to wait a year. So we postponed it until next year. Hopefully things will be a little bit more calmed down by then. But that fell through. But my husband had already taken the time off work, so we decided to keep it and go on our own vacation. That's when we went to Hot Springs. And then the second day we were there, I have a friend who lives an hour and a half from Hot Springs. So we took a day trip and we went over to see her. This friend of mine, her name is Gay, and she lived down here, and we used to play and sing together a lot on Emmaus. We both played guitar, and either she would be head musician or I'd be head musician. We played together, and we just really enjoyed doing that. And then she, about 5 or 6 years ago, moved up to Arkansas. And we haven't seen each other, so we took that opportunity to go over and visit with her and her husband. And they took us all around to their town and places around it. And we just had such a good time. And then we went back again on Friday. I did some antiquing and stuff, and then Gay and I played together on Monday and then again on Friday. And I did record one song for y'all. I'll tell y'all about that in a little bit. But anyway, so that was our Monday and our Friday. So I'll just leave it at that for now. This is a cute little outfit on you, sweet Aiden. So there we go. There's my sweet little boy. And he's all ready for Theme Thursday. I'll brush his hair really quick. His hair doesn't really mess up that much. It's really nice. Are y'all seeing him now that he's up? Yeah. So there he is, all ready for Theme Thursday with his forest friends, the bear. All right. So thanks for stopping by and listening to me prattle on. And thanks for welcoming my little Billy Bear. And please welcome my sweet little Harriet. And so for me and Aiden, we say bye. We send kisses up to Auntie Gail and Amelia. And mwah. And I send kisses and hugs to all of you. I love you. Thank you so much for your wonderful comments. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.